there's many detailed technical tips that you might want to have a look at, but I think the most important thing in terms of tips is to have a broader perspective and take a wider understanding of what, as an assessor, you need to do to be able to be successful in the submission that you put forward. So first of all, it means understanding the significance of your role as an assessor and a sustainability leader on a project or asset. So being able to be a leader within that group, anticipate what needs to be done, and being able to interact with the people that will have to undertake activities, design activities, amending designs, preparing documents, and making sure that records are kept, the variety of tasks, making sure that those things are, you're able to get those things locked in. With the assessor's responsibility, it's very important to be considerate of the time scales that are involved. So there's a range of activities. We spoke before about the base case and the weightings assessment. There's an ISCA kickoff workshop. There are your internal processes. There's effectively a critical path for a number of the credits that it's very important for the assessors to appreciate what those points are and make sure that those things don't pass you by in the process. So one example is in the community health indicators for HEA1. If you don't understand what's required of that credit and get it going at an early place, you won't be able to establish the baseline reference points to refer back to and what influence you've been able to make in the community health initiatives that you might implement on the project. So those types of things, if the base case is delayed too far, sometimes it's left very close to the design process, then that, to the design rating submission. When it's left too long for the base case assessment, you possibly don't understand what achievements or reductions can be made. You don't have a good understanding of what points you're likely to achieve, and a lot of the decisions that may have to be influenced have already sort of sailed past, so that's an issue. When it comes time to prepare the submission of evidence, it's important to imagine that your verifiers are sort of blindly looking at all this information you're throwing at them and not perhaps understanding the project in detail, and using your written communication to effectively express those things that you're putting forward. And that doesn't mean having pages and pages of description. It means getting to the critical points that you have to satisfy in the technical manual and addressing them concisely and directing the verifiers to evidence that they can find readily to support your claims that are made in the submission. So again, it's not about having a long-winded response to things. It's about having a clear one that is directly related to the requirements in the technical manual, and making sure that you understand what those requirements are through working closely with your case manager.